in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Take it in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
What a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated.
Now it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And that's the type of play to fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Here's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Mixon trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of...
And it'll be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Browns come in with 2 wins on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here comes Grant on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time, but nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing.
Touchdown, Browns!
Anthony Schwartz,
his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Jordan Elliott.
What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Grant.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few minutes.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Watson. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. Watson off play action.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Chubb. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Chubb again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Nick Chubb with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it to Mixon on the check down. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure they're
trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second. Touchdown! Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Burrow looking to pass. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a 1st as that leads to 4th down.
York able to send this one through.
And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet. But that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, it's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now a first down throw, Watson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and it's second down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Taking it about the 16. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Burrow on play action. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Watson on first down. Flushed out right. He's got him in, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3.
I'm wondering.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst with it. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got Hurst, his tight end.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they have the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. 12 yards on the return that time.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.